So, 4 games in 4 days. What are your impressions of the weekend? And give us a sneak peek of what you might be looking for in Game 5.
Classic Lauren Shahadi line, a moment in time, right? She always says that when we're in the makeup room talking about different parts of the show and different moments that guys are having. No one's under a bigger microscope pitching than Gerrit Cole, right? We kill him when he doesn't do well. When he does well, we need to love him. And he was phenomenal. Second time he's been phenomenal in this series. So I want to dive in because I had Eric Nays. I wanted to go in and see how he attacked the Cleveland hitters from Game 1 to Game 4. Was there any difference? So pause this real quick. Bring up the first board, Devin. Wanted to see pitch percentage, what he used, because in Game 1, it seemed like there was a lot of curveball. A lot more than I'm used to seeing him. Usually it's elevated heater, it's tight slider, and it's the occasional breaking ball. Well, in the regular season, you look at it right here. It's 52% heater, like I said, 23% slider, 10% curveball. That completely changed in the division series in Game 1. You could tell he had this weapon, and he was using it all the time. So I wanted to say, how did he attack these guys in Game 4? Was it eerily similar? It was almost spot on. I mean, almost exactly the same. Why would you change? He was effective in Game 1. He was effective again. One thing we did dive into, though, that he did change throughout the course of the game last night was how he attacked certain hitters with 2 strikes. Can we bring that board up real quick? And then we'll get into 3 ABs. So in the first through third innings right here, when he had 2 strikes on somebody, it was mostly heater slider 90% of the time. And then 4th and 5th innings, he started to incorporate more of that curveball into the mix. And then 6th, 7th inning, he told Lauren in that post-game interview, he said, F it, man, here it is. Bang! I'm throwing heaters in big spots, and I'm going to win the ball game. So let's dive in. Jose Ramirez early in this game. First inning, heater in, 97, black, and now we're going to tunnel the slider off of that, right? Once you get a swing and miss like that, I can bury it. I mean, that's almost a sword right there. Put him away. Oscar Gonzalez, he's always in swing mode on that slider away. He won Game 3 with a walk-off, similar situation. So what does he do? Heater in right there, and now I can get right back outside with a dirty curveball. And then this was the at-bat, I felt like, of the game where he kind of announced his presence with authority right here. You can tell the Cleveland Guardians hitters were on his breaking ball. They were looking for it. They were sitting on it. He throws an occasional changeup just to keep you honest. Goes high heater. Pause. So what are you saying to yourself if you're Arias right here? God, he's lived and died with that curveball all night. He doesn't want me to clip him. I almost got to sit in between, but can I sit in between when a guy's throwing 98? I'm going to take a chance and see if I see spin. Run it. That's by you.
Yay.
I mean, he didn't even flinch. He thinks that's a foot outside because he's not on the pitch. Okay, second takeaway from the game. I don't know if we killed Brian Cashman at the trade deadline. We just didn't understand the move, especially with Bader being on the shelf, on the IL, and hurt coming over, and not knowing at the time who was going to cover Jordan Montgomery's innings. I think Booney, in his quiet moments, always felt like Luis Severino was coming back, so that was going to be fine. But at the time, like I said, Jordan Montgomery, let's run it. Jordan Montgomery went over to St. Louis and was awesome for them early. He really was. So here's Harrison Bader right here. He comes over to the Yankees. We don't know what we're going to get from him, but I'll tell you one thing. Cal Quantrill's having nightmares about him because he dominates him. 5 for 7 with 3 home runs. Take you back to Game 1. Middle cut heater, 95 in a 3-2 count, tie game. The guy brings energy to the ballpark. He's wearing this mouthpiece that looks like he's getting ready to fight Conor McGregor in a UFC fight as he rounds the bases. That's an absolute bomb right there, and no one gets to Henkes. So he was phenomenal right there in that moment. And then last night, this spinner in the middle of the plate. You're up 1-0. I hit you a 2-run bomb to send you up 3-0. Look at the batting gloves. They're almost like work gloves for a carpenter. So for him to go out there, he's had monster moments for this team, kind of infusing some serious energy into that lineup at the bottom of the order.
Harrison Bader does make an awesome door frame in his spare time.
I bet you he does.
Yeah.
Talk about adding some juice to a lineup. I mean, a team that nickel and dimes you and puts the ball in play. There's been a lot of blue pits in this series. The one guy that kind of steps up and gives them kind of some juice. Now, this is intense for me. I don't think Gerrit Cole's going to forget this as their careers progress. There'll be other moments for Josh Naylor. You can tell Jose Ramirez is like, okay, man, get off me. I got it. You went deep. But this has been a common theme for this lineup. He hit 20 homers for this team. He's had monster moments down the stretch for this team. Take you back to the middle of the summer, those June, July months. Dog days, he found a way to always kind of bring energy to this lineup. Terry Francona with the headbutt. I'll take you back to a game against the White Sox where he hits the tying grand slam against Liam Hendricks and then again goes deep, 8 RBIs and 2 home runs in extra innings. So, listen, love what he brings to the table from an offensive standpoint, but I don't think they're even in this position if he doesn't make this play in Game 2 of the wild card. And it's not talked about enough. Look at the situation, top 12, first and third, 2 outs, and he picks it. And he should probably be at first base, but he's nicked up. His right leg is a little nicked up. That's why they keep running Arias out there. But that was the play of the series, the wild card series. So can't wait for tonight. Going to be tough for me to believe Guardians come into the Yankees' house and beat them.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. It's a 4-inning, 5-inning game because Terry Francona has got all his weapons.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's got Clase, he's got Stevens, he's got
Oh,
Karinchak, he's got everybody for multiple innings.
Yeah.
Whereas the Yankees, they got their work cut out.